Sigan llegando, güey.
Es que huele a tus pinches gatos, por eso, güey.
No, se van llegando.
No, no sé. ¿Cuándo tienes puedes regalar en el baile?
Vamos a lo que, güey. ¿Mata combat, güey?
Sí, güey, quería jugar Rush con nosotros, güey.
¿Mata combat?
Yeah.
¿Lo traigo?
Después de aquí.
Sí, güey, lo traigo.
Eh,
¿Sí o no?
ok, después
Oh,
después de
estás
ese
live.
juego, ya, después de ese juego, güey.
No, hell no, they gotta play League. I gotta play Rise, nigga.
Esos güeyes van a jugar, güey.
La noche nomás tú juegas con Puggy, güey. Y yo me quedé dormido, güey.
Eres puto, güey.
Eres puto porque tomas pura Avion, pero si lo haces al revés, se dice naive. Y tú eso que eres, güey. Entonces, leave.
Tu rima
No
no
sabes los jokes que tengo on my sleeve.
Tu rima no son rimas. No encajan con su lírica.
Damn. Damn. He said speak English.
Tú cállate, pinche flaco. No sabes ni
Damn.
rolarlo.
Coming up, bitch.
Tú cállate, pinche flaco. No sabes ni rolarlo. Tú cállate,
Damn.
pinche flaco. No sabes ni rolarlo.
All that.
Go.
You live in this world, but it's mine, though.
Damn.
Whiter than white, I call you albino.
Damn.
You don't know even that than me. I don't know your head. Overgoing life, but I outshine them.
Damn. Ya te puteó, güey.
He's smoking hella. Hey, your bitch is bad, but mine though.
Ah.
So this just smell like RS, and this just smell like some dope ass cookie, but like make stuff.
The purple one, the Bushmint's is
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Caleb going to throw right away. Williams looking to do it himself. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
¿Está bien bueno o no?
Throwing is
Tú le sabes, le pegas sorprendido.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive. He gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Too hard. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through.
I like it, but I don't be
and get
feeling
this
body.
series back on track.
Body though.
For a first down.
I don't know the body.
¿Serio, güey?
This one?
Güey, ¿por qué no fumo? Güey.
2 incompletions have
When you
led
smoke,
them
you
to
feel
an
on
early
your
3rd and 10.
Any weed, you on
And
your
now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Like you relax.
To
Right
throw,
now, like,
Williams.
I'm not even relaxed.
Gonna get this out wide.
I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm relaxed. Like I'm not sitting down, like all my body. You can I only feel it right here because I'm sitting down.
I do think it's a high percentage play
Like,
because you get the
my leg up
completion.
right here.
What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case,
Right there. Right there. A truly spot.
I'm looking underneath my leg.
You lying.
big-time players make big-time
I ain't never
plays.
seen that shit.
You just want to go walk. Like, if you just walking in
That was a heck of a throw.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
See me talking before. Look, that look familiar. I'm like, man, who this nigga was right here? You feel me? Like, who is this nigga right here? Like, in the way they walk from, in the way they walk to. No, yeah, they for sure Leo family.
Güey. Dile que los cachaste los güeyes.
Yo sé, güey, yo sabía.
Dile.
Yo sabía todo eso porque yo venía jugando abajo, güey.
No sé, dile que los miraste, los güeyes que están mirando, que los que lo estaban robando.
Oh, sí.
Dile, tú dile porque no sabe.
Pero dile tú.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
What do you say?
Yeah, I got you.
From the shotgun again, Elliott. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will lose yards back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Third and long.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas!
We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
What is up?
Here's Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's fourth down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Lions.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
2-yard gain on the play.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Stafford. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
This is 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Bill gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, that one complete once again to Higgins.
It's a gain of 8.
And now they'll shift things around.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Williams looking to do it himself. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Williams looking to do it himself. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Well, that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First down, Detroit.
Throwing is Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
The Lions first down.
180.
And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We do know from experience when you slow down someone's running
güey.
game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Montgomery. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They get this out left. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Stafford throwing quickly. Complete out wide. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from a yard out. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Williams. His throw incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Yo, 40, I'm on this bank shit, bro. I get some 100, come on.
Montgomery from the pistol. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Good, it's good. Try to match up or something.
They'll keep pounding here.
Get free W. Let me get free W, bro.
To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage.
I'm actually serious. Like, put out and shit.
After that
At the end of the game,
run,
just
still a
send
good
it.
amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them
It's
putting
time
this in
100,
the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give. This is Montgomery. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at
I
that.
got some lucky ass shit this game too for you. You won't
This is
believe it.
1st and 10.
I'm trying to show you, so it's crazy.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
3rd down and 10.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. Now dipping into the bag of tricks there, but it does not work out. And it's 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They can.
Jesus. Oh, I can't see the replay now. Okay. Hey, we're on a roll, bro. Love this team. Equito. Equito.
You ready? Ready, boy?
Let's do it.
So this by your tickets?
Yeah, I definitely ain't smoking with you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we got it all to control. Yeah, what the fuck? Got it control, Stop por ahí.
So we just like brother, you know it is posting up on iPhone. I know.
Sí, ahí estoy, no.
You should put that one in the jar. So you can put that. You can put those two.
Yours. Wires.
For the first game of 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. I got you.
Come on, dude.
Good. Three?
I do.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Brandon Gardner and Charles Davis with you from a broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always...
Going. Okay, wait, put your start.
big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up? Success the best, that team will win the game.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see
his first throw of the game.
Go crazy.
The Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, and the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Let's see what.
First down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was an instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just steered the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Oh.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block.
Well, this is Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Oh, that's unstoppable, bro.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
I've been had something.
And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, nothing to respond to.
From the gun, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
That nigga chewing up that pooper, nigga.
Damn, nigga. Wow, bro.
I'm gonna have a missing shoe, bro.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw forward to Jackson. Over the hands of Flowers.
That's a 1st down.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Curious
decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. They must have either felt like they had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Suspension heavier.
That's Hopkins.
Heavier. Not the purple one.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
What's about the word?
I don't think so
I
either.
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Huh? You want what? What? Oh. Go that shit, baby.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go play action to Jackson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, wait, the way está la pelota, güey. No, porque te sientes enojado, güey. Ahora sí me sientes enojado, güey.
An absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was.
Mira, güey, vamos a tomar la foto, güey.
Not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
A very solid gain of 27.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
He's got room at the 30, and finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Knicks to the air.
Fuck, oh, I almost fucked it up right there.
18 seconds now to go.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Knicks. He'll swing this out to down.
Oh, that nigga cannon, bro. Oh, that nigga pushed it when I was holding the controller, bro. I couldn't get the touchdown. Damn, güey, me hiciste trampa. Ahora sí te voy a... Ahora sí, güey. Ahora sí me hiciste enojar, güey. Ahora sí, güey. Ahora sí, güey. Ahora sí te la voy a meter una putazo, güey. Ahora sí, güey. Eso te voy a enseñar mi jugada, güey. Ahí está, güey.
¿Sí?
Está la jugada, güey.
Here's Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Pat Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime.
15. Ravens nothing.
Go ahead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Almost tapped.
20 to the 22-yard line.
¿Se corrió, güey?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime.
Good halfway, good half.
To Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
It's about halfway.
Welcome back. Halftime over.
It's about half.
We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
Damn, that was good. Out of there.
Right there on the first down run, he gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check.
I should be going crazy on him, but I'm just trying to play smart. That's trying to strategize stuff. I can just whoop Raj, and then we can get on you.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing Nix. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
Oh.
His first 7 is intercepted.
I gave him the ball, man. So I passed it to the wrong person. I was supposed to pass it to circle. Pass it to the triangle. I mean, it's a square. I mean, to the X.
At the 41-yard line.
Fuck, bro.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Hey, you saw that?
Here's Jackson.
They talking shit about you. We talking about, man, Lito, most wanted, high alert, man. You better stop playing with him, man. He the reason he got you guys out here for me trying to go hard on Madden, man. I can't beat him.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's
I've been
like when
ducking.
you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in
Side
the middle of the field.
He's
And they did
McDucknuck.
exactly that and made the play.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Jackson now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So another
See, wait.
incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They be giving him lucky passes every once in a while, bro.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's the kind of play this
You're
offense
lucky,
needs
bro.
to maybe kick him into gear a little bit.
Oh, lost his way.
He's been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps
Hey,
that
hey,
can
fool.
give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Yes.
First carry now for Justice Hill.
Oh,
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone.
okay, wait.
Pick up a 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A ti te voy a decir el chicharrón, güey. El chicharrín, güey.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night.
Por lo menos mete uno, güey.
We'll return with more
Mete
after
uno,
this
güey.
break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dale, don, dale.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
What the fuck? I'll tell you, get those lucky passes, bro.
The stops is now. They convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh! Throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Throwing, Jackson.
What the fuck? You saw that weak-ass shit? What kind of shit was that?
16-yard touchdown.
No. Go field goal.
Finally on the
Sí.
board here in the 4th
Go
quarter.
field goal. Está bien, field goal. Está bien. We're going to have a chance. We're going to have
And
more
now in a
against
9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Hey, he scored one. He scored
You
one.
give my car the same thing like that. That's how you do my car.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fuck, bro.
Go up.
And a nice return sets it
Take
up
that
pretty
field
good
goal.
here right at the 30-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but
En cuarto de...
no reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that one's down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A hit as he throws there.
Dang, you see that, Lito? He's ain't trying to get me, bro.
Passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Man, Scooby, you gonna work.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Nix. It's caught by Bryant. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he is going to have the 1st down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes.
Oh, that shit was so funny, bro. I fucking love that shit.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Bruh.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock
Hey, tú no me dejas hacer nada, güey.
The bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Trying to do one of those plays, man.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Big strides. Look at him go. And right hand for the Broncos score. Evan Ingram, 58 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Ravens 6. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Henry again on 2nd down. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold it.
Well, I got to lead right there. Yeah, I gotta get over there.
Charge already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because who's playing for the charge? You can play better?
Bro, that shit. Let's see. I'm talking about blood. Blood. ¿Ya no rapean, güey? ¿Ya no hacen canciones, güey?
No.
¿Ya no hacen canciones? ¿Ya parado?
Ando buscando un espacio, güey.
¿Te pides ahí en la casa? ¿El cuarto?
Sí, güey, pero necesito más espacio. Ya no tengo espacio por lo que tengo, güey. No matter what you choose, bro, you're gonna lose. I'll tell you that right now. You can do the whole playbook, all that shit.
No, esa no.
Really?
Son partidos.
¿Estás a dormir?
¿Ah?
¿Estás a dormir?
Hombre, ya.
Me voy a acostar, güey. Tengo que levantar mañana a las 4, güey. Voy a descansar, güey. No voy a grabar hoy ni nada.
No, gracias, duérmete, güey. Lávatelo, güey. Lávatelo. Lávatelo.
Five.
So it's the Broncos, so I won. Water real quick. I got down this water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Eagles versus Broncos, they're about to crazy.
That's the only way to set it off, you know.
Which one I have right here? Which one is this?
That's the meter.
Which one is the original one?
That's it.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
Got a fast nigga, bro.
25, just
Sit his ass down.
there, call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
What the hell? 2 yards.
Not there, maybe a yard to the 27. Hurts going to move him around.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
14 yards. That's good for Eagles.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. We're down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Hurts to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open slot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Back deep is Britton Covey. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So back on the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half.
They ain't playing for him.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That nigga playing red.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort when he caught it. I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. Wide open receiver, complete.
That nigga got lucky right there.
First down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal for the 3.
That nigga chewing on that shit.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Okay.
Some good running there.
You worked hard for that one, bro. Let's see how long it takes. Let's see how long it took to score that.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made
how many plays,
but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charge.
That nigga went crazy, bro.
Right back to him and let him cap things.
That nigga went crazy, bro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now I'm away from mine. Damn, bro.
Sets him up pretty good here right at the 30.
Shit, huh?
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter.
I
7-0 ball
was about to do that wire special on him, Lito. Let's see if they give it to me again. Damn. Take it away. I want me to do it.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I love that. I love that play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, Nix to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh,
they were so close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nick's looking to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal.
Got me that time.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over.
Got me on that one. He was ready for that one, huh?
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Roses one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Abbott Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed.
Oh, my
He's out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25.
It's a game worth watching, huh?
Promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
And this will complete again to Mills. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Yeah, almost got big.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this
That's a
first
crazy
half.
ass. Y'all trying to do that one like this.
2nd and 10.
That one looks like it's going to go yank.
Throwing Nix.
What the?
Touchdown Broncos. A 20-yard touchdown.
You hear me? I'm just trying to put my step on the crap.
Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Oh, well, bro.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh! There we go. I think it just went Yankee.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Hello, bro. Break the lead down.
Plain and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Take it off so we can do this last play. You break down, man. Let's take off.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still any...
Okay. What did you break down?
Cookie.
Cookie? Why not the Christmas?
Who played the game?
So what?
Or else you're going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? I ain't going to be able to enjoy it. So I ain't about to waste that money. You'll be right here. I ain't about to waste $10.
You ain't like me. I smoke shake. I'm like Lito and me. Lito understand each other. Smoke shake. Smoke doobie buns, nigga.
It's in the bed.
Yeah, a lot of Vegas Raiders. Not worry about them. Easy plus of that. Why worry about them? Let's go Niners in. Scooby, what's up with you, bro? Don't worry about you. Damn, man.
Who's frozen? Lito, right now it's Vegas. It's big on us. It's the odds right now. Huh? Like if it was for me to come back to win, what am I plus 1,000 right now?
Sure.
For real, just one touchdown.
Still, man.
What you mean? You think I can come back? If you really think I can come back, brother, just say that. You know what I mean? You gotta shoot for them. Huh? I ain't gonna lie, Lito, I'm gonna play you again right now, man. I think somewhere deep inside, but you really want to play me. But you just want to play me when I'm good, like I mean, like when I'm balling, like you can't figure me out. I'm about to show you right now what I'm about to do this second half. Or actually, you doing something just because you watch a little bit of football, bro. Shit. I may not be fantasy football, but I need to like it. I got a 49er like. What? They chose me. I said 49er like I said.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Tell him what this do. Come on.
Today's game, we'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half as we are about to get underway.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Ready for a game, Lito? I'll drink my last of this water.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. For the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Nix to the air. Complete to Bryant. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him?
Damn.
Boy, a curious decision.
Stop me, bro.
It doesn't pan out.
Damn, I'm fucking up, bro.
In great field position.
That's cool. I ain't gonna challenge you.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up.
See what it said right there, right? See? What did it say?
The completion, but they go
to 11 for robbery.
Here we go. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards.
Oh, what? No way. Bro, why they do me like that, Lito? Come on, keep going. Let's go. Fuck that bitch. We play.
The 24-yard line.
They just owed me, bro. Why they do me like that, bro?
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll go to Barkley again. And all the way down.
They giving it to him, bro.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6
Yeah, we got
points.
over, huh?
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fighting his way through contact. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. To throw is Hicks. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
Oh, wow.
And intercepted.
They shut the wrong time.
And they will finally get it.
Score one more time.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis. 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Nix from the shotgun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. On play action, here's Nix. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. It's still down 10.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Eagles.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Down right around the 25. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now get into the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And that should do it. He's got a first down. They can run it out from here. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Hurts. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown,
got me, bro.
Philadelphia.
Smooth, man. That's smooth. Got that. Still don't even want to read it.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. The Ben Johnson offense is nice.
It is not Lions.
You hear me?
Oh, Bears? Bro?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. If you like hella like if you like mesh.
Mesh, I don't like mesh like that.
But like I seen that it's the mesh part. But like if you go into the playbook part, like where you gonna see his, you know what I mean? You probably see other shit. What I'm saying.
No, that's the one I ripped. Oh, you ripped? Oh, that's the one that was ripped too?
Yeah, by accident.
I know these motherfuckers rip hella easy on them.
Well, I think it's a cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
a couple wins real quick. Back to the grind.
At least that plane got cold, bro.
What do you call that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Oates in here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries.
You know what that means?
Teams,
that means
they're
you're
going
a
to have
human.
moments where they've got to win
You're
you said, against some
You're on the iron.
offensive players in the league.
No, it's real, bro. Everybody got that. A lot of people got that phone.
Defensive coordinator. Can you change up
My dad
coverages,
got that
change
too
up
now.
looks, make it difficult pre
So I got
and post
that.
snap,
Okay, right.
not only on these wide
Never
receivers
know,
and skill
bro.
players,
No.
but also on the
Because
guy
Eric
with the
went to the
ball in his
hospital.
hand,
Eric
calling the
Demmer got
shots,
that already,
playing
bro.
quarterback.
I'm for sure no. I'm for sure no.
Oh, shit. You gotta check again, bro.
Play action. Tagovailoa. Got his man. That's Grant. And he's going to be taken down to 37. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his ankles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
That's taken in by Hollins. And they will finally run him down. A big play for the Panthers. 35 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Chubb. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
44, ready.
A shotgun snap for 2. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Escaping to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lorenzo now. He'll drop to throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Carolina. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, it's caught by St. Brown. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford out to his right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Stafford to throw again. He's done his man, complete to Johnson. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's the first carry from the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery, touchdown Lions. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw is Tua. That one complete to Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Wrigley, complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
20, TS. Ready. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Carolina. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Hey, 20, 80, 20.
Stafford now on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
A play fake. Now,
I had a minute to watch the music.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
At the 17-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
50, 50, 80. Hey, 50. Hey, easy, easy.
Third and long. Here's Stafford. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 27 on the play.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
First down.
Pass to the running back, David Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Detroit.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
26 yards.
Big 20.
That's good for a Lions.
32. 50-50.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stop.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Detroit Lions. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the ground, Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Panthers.
The shotgun, it's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Check. Ready?
Here's a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Tim Tebow. Touchdown, Detroit. And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, he'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Cover 2. Go ahead. Wait, team. Wait.
Now Chubb. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taylor Hayes up to make the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
Once again, it's Chubb. Past midfield to the 45. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 22-yard line. A big run by Chubb. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead to Chubb. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They're right here. 19. Wait there.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Tua. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Tua. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Moving left.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. They snap it to Tua. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The RPO, it's caught by St. Brown. Now he gets free up the right sideline. And that will give them some space, moving it all the way past the 40-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 41 yards. Right to St. Brown. They connect again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. Montgomery. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's a
Played 40 down franchise. He played gym. Oh yeah, I played 40. Played gym too. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played gym yet. I don't know. I played gym.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Hey, give me a radar. Number 20.
One more time with Montgomery.
Oh, yeah, this time they'll be able to get some good franchise. Hell yeah.
David Montgomery. Touchdown Lions.
That too.
His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
It's like alright though, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching side play one day, and then that shit like hella ass, the graphics.
So now playing with
like it's stream, I don't know if it was a stream or but it's Twitch stream too. Your Twitch stream look hella good. This shit look hella ass. Put in work. I'm gonna go on this mud, dude. Try to get this top 100 card. Yeah, like points and shit. Yeah, for $20, nice. Yeah, and I gotta get on that WWE still too.
Here's first down.
I was getting busy on the. I've been grinding this month, dude. I'm trying to get there. Get my team right.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Rolling right. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
16 yards. And the Panthers first down.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Panther first down.
That's what I was thinking too. That's why I was like, man, I kind of want to play, but I was like, I should just wait for the next one.
Back to throw is Tua. Moving to his right. Now Tua, he's going to flip it forward.
Was he about 9 dropping in February already? No way.
Incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, Resident Evil 9 about it crazy. I heard it's only single player though. Bring Inferno back. That good match. That good match. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, hopefully they'll have that shit on DM mode. That'd be tight.
A short throw
Like that.
To a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They send Ridley in motion. To the air again, Tungavalo. Forced out left.
That's
incomplete.
So
the task gets more difficult.
CM Punk on the cover down there.
Maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Okay, let's
in these
go.
critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Oh, good that.
Incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
He was covered by
now,
Cameron
a
Kinchins.
big 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Tua.
One last play.
With 1 second left on the clock.
Oh, please don't fuck me up right
A
here.
great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
One last throw here for Tua.
Let's go. Damn, I pulled this one out of my ass, dude. Oh, this shit was crazy. I was losing like the whole game.
On down. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.
1600 now. Damn, I dropped at 16. Look, 1700. Crazy, man. Oh, no, okay. One last game, one last blood, right, boys? Last blood, last game. Yeah. I'm gonna work as early as possible. So. Hey, Jim. Yo, I play in franchise. You're trying to ball right now real quick. The last game of the night. I was like, can you send me an invite too on the squads? I'm stuck right now.